Want to do a quick tour of the car. Just wanted to walk you by it. You could see that the cloth has needs to be cleaned a little bit because it has some little stains just of over time, so it just needs to be cleaned up. Overall, pretty good condition. Here, you'll see it has, just like every FJ Cruiser, if you put anything in the back, there'll be some scratches, but overall, original matte. Couple scratches there, just from things bouncing around. This car's never been in a wreck, but someone kind of gave it a, I guess at a parking lot. I walked out one day and had that. And when I originally purchased the car, it looked like that bottom piece right there on the roof rack was cracked. So it doesn't stop you from putting things on the roof rack, but it does have that little crack there. This seal just seems to be cracked. It's just kind of fallen over time. Just need to replace it. It's not a big issue. Then over here, rear seats are in really good condition. You know, just over time there's wear on the cloth that needs to be cleaned up. So a couple more little cosmetic things that need to be fixed. When I bought the car, I had this little hole in it. I don't know why, but it's a little tear in the cloth that could easily be replaced. And then this cracked at one point. I don't know why, but I just put my elbow on it one time and broke through. I'll put on the listing what the cost is to replace that. And then finally, the only other cosmetic parts that right there at the very top, I took the car to get the windshield wipers replaced. The middle one, they made it the same size as the ones on the end. So what ended up happening is it rubbed off that little piece of rubber there because it was an extra inch longer than what it should have been. And you have a little bit of surface rust. I was quoted $60 to fix that if I wanted to, but I didn't, so no water comes in or anything like that. But it's just the only other cosmetic piece. And then when I first bought the car, it already had this. It looked like someone, you know, parking or something bumped in there. Just has a little notch. But overall, if you look at the car and you look at the paint, and I'll put details, you know, it does have a couple scratches over time, but I'll put details as far as the tires, the paint. But we're right in the middle of the sun here, and you could see the paint's in pretty good condition. The bumpers, the you know, the side doors, everything's in pretty good. The tires, you'll see you know, the tread on this. I mean, my finger almost fits in it completely. I'll put in there. Same goes here, as you see. So many of the things that are important, you know, you'll see there. And I'll put some of the information pertaining to the overall. But look at the condition. I'm going to include all these pictures so you could see, you know, but for a car that's this age, there's a little rub there, but for the most part, you'll see it's in really good condition, in my opinion, for a car. My wife's kind of babied it over the last 4 years, driven very little mileage on it, probably does about 600 miles a month, and you know, the car's been pretty much limited commutes, and great for anyone that wants a reliable car. I'm going to put some details pertaining to what I've done recently to it. I put a new alternator, and I also put some brand new, and you may be able to see them right there, but some rear shocks. So just more of anything preventative type work that I've done, but it's a great car. If you read my description, I'll kind of explain why I'm even selling it in the first place, but feel very confident anyone that wants to buy this car and wants a reliable everyday vehicle, it's certainly got well over 100,000 miles that you could put on it. If you look online, and you'll see some of the old FJ Cruisers, some of them go into the 280,000 mile range, and I just think it's a great value. So if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message on eBay, but I'll be listing this here shortly. Thank you.